I may not be what you want, yeah, but I'm all you'll ever need. Kids in Brooklyn.
What's up, YouTube? This is actually the first video I think I've done that I'm actually gonna post up of my CRX. This is my 1990 Honda CRX HF. If you notice right there, it's got a T, and that T stands for turbo. So this is my build. I figured let me start a video. I'm gonna put some information out there. This has been a trial and error build for me, where everything I've been doing on it, has been, trial and error on fixing things and doing things to the car that are some of the key aspects of what I wanted the car to look like and drive like, and some features that I really wanted for the vehicle. Some of the things that I wish I would have known before I went in on this, and some things that if I could do it again, I would definitely change. This first video is just going to be showing you guys kind of the outside of the car, what it looks like, and then we'll dive in later on some of the things that I feel like were step backs for me, things that I wish I could redo. But here's pretty much the car setup. It was white originally. Did a full respray on the vehicle. It's got a Integra Type R black paint, so Nighthawk black. Everything was painted on it, door jambs, the hatch area, that was all repainted on the vehicle. So you don't see anything white except the engine bay. So this is the back area that was all redone with the battery relocated back here. That's a little booster seat that I made for my kids. So whenever I'm gonna ride with the kids in the car, put around the block or something like that, or at least just elevated, sitting higher. The car was 1990 single cam, obviously HF, the lightest model that they make. Door panels have all been rewrapped in the bride, however you want to say it. Obviously that's an Amazon bride. I also did the headliner and all that to match it all up, to try to give it that finished look. And here we see a flip out radio. That's an EG climate control, because it's impossible to find these climate controls for these vehicles. Cars lowered on Megan coilovers. Everything under the car is pretty much new, man. All the bushings, all the lower control arms, upper control arms. It's got traction bar up front. It's got the brakes are slotted. The rears are still running drums. I do have a rear disc brake conversion for it. I don't even know if I'm going to do that, throw that in there or not. I've got it up there, but I just don't know if I want to put it in there. I've got it in my attic. Under the car, you'll see it does have a full 3-inch custom exhaust made. It's got rear sway bar in there, aftermarket sway bar. The interior, again, I'm bouncing all over the place. The interior on this, sparkle steering wheel, factory cluster, glow shift gauges, and that's pretty much it for that. Now I'm gonna pop open the hood and show you the motor. The motor's a D16y7 non-VTEC, but it is built, so it's got semi-built. It's got Tron pistons, 10-to-1 compression. It's got skunk 2 rods, skunk 2 springs, ported oil pump, running 550cc RC injectors. We've got a 255 Walbro fuel pump. It's got a Garrett GTX 2863R turbo. What else we got? That's a custom manifold made, custom downpipe. All the piping's custom. Turbo Smart blow-off valve, Turbo Smart wastegate. It's got, what is that, catch can with AN fittings on everything. It has been converted to OBD1, and it's just tuned off a P75 computer by Hobby Tuned. So the motor's quote unquote built to withstand about 400 horsepower. Right now, after retuning, we had it up to 255 to the wheels. It's dropped down now to 210 to the wheels. Primarily, and this is the part that I'm gonna go through later on, is the angle of the turbo. So that's a big no-no, which is gonna be corrected very soon. I think that's causing it, but we'll go through that different videos. But if you notice, on this particular build, I quote-unquote have AC, right? So the whole idea of this build was to keep and retain AC. And this is the bread and butter of why I decided to make this video, because had I known how much issue it would have been to keep AC on this platform with turbo, I would have gone one of two different ways. I would have either gone all motor with air conditioning, or turbo no air conditioning, with an exception of maybe a couple other components I would have done differently. So one of the things I would have done differently would probably, I wouldn't have ran a full radiator, but I did run a full Mishimoto radiator. It's got Mishimoto hoses, Mishimoto sandwich plate for the oil feed line, Mishimoto slim fans. So I would have probably not gone this route. I would have gone maybe with the smaller radiator, no AC, or maybe a full radiator with no AC, or so many different variations. But some of the issues that I'm coming across and have been coming across have been fitment issue. And with this, because there's no space to do anything in this car, you are forced to always, and I say always, take out the manifold, the turbo, and possibly the downpipe for any type of work that involves, like when I did my clutch, I had to take all that out. The fans, even to take out the radiator, requires to take all that out because there's no space. So right now, currently, the issue I'm having is, my AC line, this one, is no longer working. It busted. It's running too close to the manifold, so I need to make a custom line for it now. The problem with that is, it now requires me to take out the manifold, take out the turbo, take out the whole radiator, because to get to that line, it runs back here, and I can't snake it out from under there without taking all of that out. So this is just the initial video on what the build is looking like. It started off white. I'm gonna see if I can throw some photos of how it started on it at the end of this video, and then kind of add a couple clips so you can see the progress of what it's been through. And then in the future videos, maybe talk about other things on the build. Let me know if you guys want to, if you have any questions on this build, and any concerns that you've possibly been going through with it, and maybe I can help you avoid some of the stuff that I've been kind of going through with this build. Some of the headaches that I've been kind of dealing with when you're planning out something like this. So let me know, guys.